And the good thing about it, when the Lord says something, you can count on it. Hey, I thought I would have a few believers in here. Other people will tell you and they kind of forget what they said and they'll play with their word. But God, when God says something, you can count on it. Listen what he says. He says, see if I will not open up the windows of heaven and do what? Pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to do what? Receive it. And then he's going to rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and that ye shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before time in the field. And he always sign it when he says something. Saith the Lord of hosts, and all nations shall call you what? Blessed. Look at your neighbor and say, call me blessed. That's my name. That's my middle name. Call me blessed. Don't call me peaches. Call me blessed. For ye shall be a delightsome land. He signed it again and he said, the Lord of hosts. I better stop there. I want to just go back to verse 10 and the end of verse 10. And it says, and there shall not be room enough to receive it. I want to talk to you again for the second time around. God wants to renovate your room. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I want to jump in this quickly. The anointing is already flowing and I want to ride this, but I want to talk to your spirit, if I may, because one of the things that we dealt with on last week, and you want to stay with me for the next few weeks, we're going to be continuing with this if the Lord gives us strength, unless he changes the direction and flow. But we want to feed you, and when people are fed, they can grow. People are fed, they can grow. And one of the things that we determined that as a tither, connecting with God's divine plan for your life as it relates to sowing into the kingdom, it's a clear sign that God's got you covered. I don't care what you go through. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care what you face. God's got you covered. One of the things we ascertain that when God has you covered, you may go through the same thing that other people go through, but you won't be affected the same way because God's got you covered. Have you ever noticed that you can go through something that your neighbor went through? They almost lost their mind. You went through the same thing and you came out with your hands up. It's a type of covering that you get when you connect to the instructions in this scripture. And it says, bring all the tithe to the storehouse, that there might be meat, there might be substance in his house. Then one of the things that we dealt with, and I want to reiterate this point, I'm going to kind of take this and get it by the jugular vein and make sure we dig in our heels just a little bit so that we can get a full understanding. Lord gave me some additional revelation that I want to share with you. But I want to start with reiterating the next level. Somebody say next level. I want you to understand this number 10. That tithe is a tenth. The tithe is a tenth. It represents something. It's the highest number that you can go to before you step on the next level. In our numerical system, we understand this very importantly.